For point number 3, from 3 draw straight vertical line, that is projection line from point 3, and from point 3 days a horizontal line. So here is point number 3. Similarly, point number 4, vertical line from point number 4, which is over here like this, and horizontal line from point 4 days, that is 4, and it's a front view. Mark dash points over here. And if we are looking from here, 1 2 3 4 face is visible. Again, the 2 point is towards us, so it would be visible. Hence this 1 2 3 4 or 1 days 2 days 3 days 4 days would be fully visible. That we join with the full line like this. That is 1 days 2 days 3 days 4 days. Top view, in front view it would be fully visible. Think about this base A B C D. What's about that? So point A, from A draw a straight vertical line, and from A dash a horizontal line. So point number A dash would be here. From B vertical line, from B dash horizontal line. Point number B dash would be here. From C straight vertical line, from C dash horizontal line. Point number C dash would be here, and from D, which is over here, draw a straight vertical line. From D horizontal line. So here point number D dash would appear. So we have identified 4 points of the base A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash, and D point is much away from us. If you look from here in top view, D point is much away, so D point would not be visible. Hence D point should be joined with rest all the points with a dotted line like this, D to C with the dotted line, because it is away from us, hence it will not be visible. D dash to A dash would be joined with the dotted line. AB, it's an outside line, so it is to be joined with the full line. Again B dash C dash is also outside line, so join with the full line. So 2 bases we have drawn. Now think about the edges, that is A1, B2, C3 and D4. So A dash 1 dash edge would be visible, it's outside edge. C dash 3 dash edge, is outside edge which is visible. Now B and 2 points are visible, hence they should be joined with the full line, and this D dash point is invisible, so that edge would also invisible. So this is the view of the square prism, and this is final answer of given data. If the prism is tilted 60 degree with HP and 45 degree with VP, its view would appear like this. Here also you can draw its axis by taking centers, and here also the axis could be represented like this, one long dash, one small dash and so on, and you write the answer. It's a front view, it's top view, and right here 2A with a big letter, because in drawing students many times forget to write the answer number. You either write answer 2A or only 2A, then it will be visible, and this drawing should be much clear to get full marks in the examination. So this is the solution of the problem which we have drawn. You can see here this prism, square prism is given, which makes an angle of 60 degree with HP. This axis makes an angle of 60 degree with HP, hence this base will make an angle of 30 degree with XY line. After drawing this view, we taken projection and drawn this top view. Then after it is given that the base on which this prism rests, means this base AB, makes an angle of 45 degree with VP. So we have to tilt this top view in such a way that AB makes an angle of 45 degree. So this AB makes an angle of 45 degree. Redraw this by taking projection. This is the final view. So this problem is asked for 7 marks, 3 marks for this, 2 marks for this, 3 plus 2 5, and 1 for each this. So 7 marks would be there. Next problem, a hexagonal pyramid having side of base 35 millimeter and height 45 millimeter is resting on HP with 2 sides of base perpendicular to VP, is cut by an auxiliary inclined plane inclined to HP by 45 degree. passing through a point 25 mm away from apex on the axis. Draw the projections with sections and true shape of the section. Here hexagonal pyramid is given to us. So hexagonal pyramid and two sides of base are perpendicular to VP. Hence this would be its top view. If we look from top, this would be appear because in here it is given that these two sides are making an angle of 90 degree with XY line. So this is the top view and this would be the front view, and this is a hexagonal pyramid. In this problem, the cutting plane is given which passes through a point which is at a distance of 25 mm from apex. So from this apex at a distance of 25 mm over here, mark a point, and from that point an auxiliary inclined plane will cut this solid. So let me draw that problem over here. We know how to draw a hexagon. By drawing a circle, you can draw a hexagon. The side length of this hexagon is given to us. So take radius is equal to side length of the hexagon, draw a circle, and then draw straight vertical center line, and by taking vertical center line, end point, this point and this point as a center, cut arc on this circle, and you can look at 6 points, and we name these 6 points. Let me start from here. This is point A, B, C, D and E, end point of this hexagonal pyramid, and by taking projections from here we can draw its front view as well. In front view, its height is given to us. Height is 55 mm. So draw a triangle having height is equal to 55 mm over here, and this is the axis of this solid. You can show it over here, and here the edges would be fully visible like this, which will meet at an apex point O. This is apex point O. You can name them. This is apex point O dash. Here is point T dash and E dash. Here is point A dash. Then again B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash and F dash. 6 points are there. So this is the given data. You can insert the dimensions like this. Height is 55. This height is given as 55, and this height is given as 25 mm from here. So at a distance of 25 mm from apex, mark a point somewhere here. Here is the point. So from this point its cutting plane will pass, and that make an angle of 45 degree with HP. So draw a cutting plane like this, which makes an angle of 45 degree with XY line. So it would appear like this. This is a cutting plane. So cutting plane is to be represented by this symbol, 2 small dash and 1 longer dash. This is a cutting plane. Now after cutting this, if you cut this object over here, let me find out the points of intersection. Here point A, 1 point, 2 point would be there. One is on A, another is on B. So from here draw straight vertical line. 1 point is here, another point is here. 2 points we have identified. Now think about this point. Cutting plane is here and edges are here. OD and OE, 2 edges are here. So here 2 points would be there. 1 point is on OD. So from here draw a straight vertical line like this. 1 point would be on OE and 1 point would be on OD. So mark here 2 points on OD. 1 point is here. On OE, another point is here. So we have traced 2 points. Now think about OC and OF, which are cut by this cutting plane at these points somewhere here. So to find out position of this point, let me draw a horizontal line from this point on this side, then vertical line, means we have to transfer to the true length of this pyramid. So for that, let me draw its true length. So for that again we have to do some more exercise. So for that, from O dash draw horizontal line, and here make this OE parallel to XY line like this. Take O as a center, O as a radius, draw an arc on this side, and this arc will cut over here. So after making this OE parallel to XY line, we can find out the true length of this edge. So this line represents the true length of the edge. Now on this true length, transfer this point. So that will cut this arc over here. From this point, draw a straight vertical line over here, and from this point, taking O as a center, O to this point as a radius, draw an arc on both the sides. One is on this side, another is on this side, and that will cut one point over here on OF, and on OC one point is here. So we have identified point number 1, point number 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and join all these points with a straight line, as it's a regular straight edge pyramid. It's not cone or cylinder, so we have to join all these points with a straight line as shown over here. And here in this portion, here sectional view is there, so intermediate lines should be erased and section lines should be drawn in this portion like this. From 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 4, 5, 6 closed figure, draw section lines or H lines. They are equidistant with each other and making an angle of 45 degree with XY line. You can write here name of view. It's a sectional top view of given data. Now we have to draw its true shape. Now to draw true shape, what should we do? So for that, from its front view, here in cutting plane, front view is here. Here points are there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from these points, draw lines perpendicular to this cutting plane line from 1 and 2. Similarly from here, draw line perpendicular to that reference line, and from here. So what we have done, here 2 points are there, 1 and 2. So from that, drawn a line which makes an angle of 90 degree with this cutting plane line. This angle is 90 degree, you can see here. Now measure the distance in top view. Point 1 is over here, so measure distance of point 1 from XY line, this distance. From here, draw an arc, and that arc will cut that vertical line at one point, and this is first point. Similarly, point number 2 is here, so measure the distance of point number 2 from XY line. This is the distance between point number 2 and XY line. Take this point as a center and mark here point number 2. So point number 2 would be somewhere here. This is point number 2. Similarly, point number 3, you can see here, point number 3 is on OC. In top view you can see it, on OC point number 3 is there. On O dash C dash, point number 3 is somewhere here. So measure the distance of point number 3 from XY line like this and cut on O3. Similarly for point number 6, 6 to XY line and here. And similarly for 4 and 5, 4 to XY line, measure this distance, 4 to XY line, and 5 to XY line, 5 to XY line, and here 5 to XY line. So locate all these 6 points, 1, 2, here is point number 3, 4, 5 and 6, and join all these points with a straight line. So it would be the true shape of the section. If you look perpendicular to this cutting portion, it would appear like this, and in true shape also it is a practice to draw section lines at an angle of 45 degree with the reference line, not XY line. In case of this true shape, the reference line is this cutting plane, not our intersection of HP and VP. So angle between these section lines and reference line should be 45 degree. You can write here, this is true shape of the section and this is front view, and this is the answer of the given problem. You can see here, height, from height at a distance of 25 millimeter, mark here the dimension 25, this is 55. This is a hexagon having side length 35 millimeter. You can insert the dimension of hexagon like this, HEX 35, hexagon 35. Show here these arcs. This arc is drawn to find out the true length of its slant edge, that is to be drawn lightly, and this arc also should be drawn to represent that you have traced this point in correct way. And this portion which is cut portion, it should be drawn much lighter, or you can erase that portion, and this is the remaining portion which is drawn brighter. This angle is 45 degree which is to be inserted in the diagram. This is true shape, front view and sectional top view. And students forget to insert the dimension, to write the names of view, and to write the answer number. So you take care about this, and this is asked for 7 marks. So 3 marks for this true shape, 2 marks for this front view, and 2 marks for this sectional top view. So we stop here our today's discussion, and we will continue with the solution of the same question paper in the next session. Today we discussed about the orthographic projection, 3 views of the object. Then after we discussed about the projection of solid, that is square prism, and then the section of hexagonal prism, hexagonal pyramid, that we have seen here. So I am wishing you all the best for your examination. Thanks for